Well, like one of my predecessors, I have some leftover oops and a story that includes that funny plant. Okay, I have to confess, I actually had gone to Las Vegas, but years and years before, in the late 70s, when a friend of mine in LA had reread Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and after watching Apocalypse Now and hearing Highway to Hell from AC/DC, decided we should go to Vegas. Which we did, and traded in our Don Rickles tickets for more gambling money, and traded in our hotel reservations for more gambling money, and ended up running out of gas on the LA freeway on the way home. I haven't gambled since then. Gambling is addictive. So is alcohol. Nicotine is the most addictive substance we know. So why is such an unaddictive, harmful, fun substance been a class 1 drug since Nixon? Come on, you go down a Pennsylvania road on a Friday and Saturday night and someone's a little bit aggressive, they probably had 1 or 2 drinks. You see the stoners? They're like under the speed limit going, oh, the colors, man, slow down, we're gonna miss something. So, the level of danger is quite different. Well, my wife wanted to go visit her best friend, Dr. Liz, in Las Vegas. Dr. Liz had been a surgical resident during Mandalay Bay, so she was a little bit traumatized, so my wife wanted to visit her best friend, really. I won't talk too much about what Liz told us about Mandalay Bay, but you don't want to know what a black card is during a serious triage. But I think what every high school teacher should know is you don't put pressure on a gunshot wound, you pack it. Well, we're visiting, Liz, and that's my favorite part. My wife got cheap hotels on the Strip, got a lot of deals on shows, and I'm not a big show fan, although Zumanity was pretty good, the kind of erotic Cirque du Soleil. But we also figured we'd check out one of the dispensaries. Except I was having so much fun with Liz, I really didn't like the Strip that much. But I had so much fun with Liz, but we went to the dispensary the day before we left. It was fun, especially for an old hippie, and we bought some stuff, including this big packet of gummies in this sort of metallic plastic pouch that we left on the back seat of the rental car, and it turned into mush. It was 95 degrees out. Okay, so we spent a great evening with Liz before we go. We're going back to the airport, and my wife, a little pissed because we spent all the money on this wonderful substance and we couldn't do any of it, and she said, what we got in Vegas stays in Vegas. Whoa. Well, this packet ends up finding its way into my check bag until I start joking about it at the airport, and my wife says, no effing way, get rid of it. So I drag my drag bag into the men's room and pull the little bag out, and I kind of go, God, what a waste. So I open it up and take a big bear paw full and just, this'll be great. The flight home won't be bad. Well, when I was in college, the level of THC in the pot I smoked then was nowhere near what it is these days, and gummies are especially fraught. So I'm gonna be a little bit wasted. My wife is going, you son of a bitch. She's not very happy with me. And then we're going through security. Well, they stopped me at security after my bag's been x-rayed and one-hand search it. I'm going, oh shit, I'm busted. And I'm going, wait, there's nothing in there. I got rid of it all. Well, except what's in me. They pull out my Chacos, my big, thick, rubber-soled sandals that block the x-rays, swipe them down with pH, testing size little strips, and they're letting me go. And I'm going, what? I'm not going to be busted for stinky feet? Which I thought was funny, and they didn't, nor did my wife. I'm obviously pretty wasted at this point. I sit down, I need some coffee. She waits in line and gets me a big-ass 16-ounce cup of boiling coffee. I can't even hold this thing. I have to set it down. And she wants to do some shopping. in the terminal. So I say, look, go, I'll catch up to you before we hit the gate. So she goes off in a huff. She's not a happy camper. Well, I give it some time, finish a little bit of the coffee, dump the rest, and then square my shoulders, put the backpack on my bag, and head down for my death march. With little errant kids running around, business people that don't know where they're going, and things that look like lizards going around. If you know anything about Ralph Steadman's illustrations of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, you have no idea what I mean. And if those of you that have not seen that ever know someone that's drunk, Flying Dog, those are Ralph Steadman. And my favorite, of course, is After I Got Divorced, Raging Bitch, but never mind. So my backpack's digging in my shoulders. I'm in pain. I make it finally to the rest area, to the final gate. And an eternity later, my wife sits down. Where the F were you? She sits a few chairs from me, and that's fine by me. We finally get on the plane. Oh, my God. I can relax. Except we're like flying over eastern Nevada, which looks like the deserts of Mars. And I'm convinced I'm in a different planet. But they're going to bring drinks. Oh, my God. Well, not quite, because they have to stop and make an emergency medical stop in Denver because there's a woman unconscious on the plane with no ID. Oh, shit. Well, that's serious, but that's a long wait, okay? We finally get back, and they're going to give us free drinks until they hit turbulence a little east of the Mississippi, that we have the rest of the way like a bad bus ride on a broken mountain road. I don't know what happened. I don't know how we got home, but I know I had to. Half the states on the East Coast had legalized marijuana that summer, so I checked out, dispensary near me and got a map of Denver. It takes about a year between legalization and sale. I decided it was okay to wait.